gate. It's opening.
Who is it?
It's coming. That song again.
What is it? Is it? Is it?
Tell her.
Yes, the source of the darkness. It's coming. This is your moment.
I'm sorry. I can't watch this.
What are you doing? You're showing weakness. You're not a warrior. You're a disgrace. The gods will punish you for this.
Get up.
Pick up the sword. Pick it up. Fight the darkness. Fight it.
She's scared. She's scared.
Get up. Get up. Get up and fight.
Hell is reaching deep inside of her. Stormy seas and lost souls. She's dreamt of this before. They say dreams are visions of our memories, thoughts and fears, as seen by our inner eye. But what if each one of us is always dreaming, even when awake, and we only see what our inner eye creates for us? Is this what hell is? A world shaped by Senua's nightmares. Maybe that's why people feared seeing the world through her eyes. Because if you believe that Senua's reality is twisted, you must accept that yours might be too.
You failed the gods. You're pathetic. Rotten. Cursed. What were you thinking? Did you really think you could win? How stupid can you be?
So stupid.
Everyone hates her. She's cursed.
The shadow hates.
Look at you. A warrior. Worthless. Weak. Pathetic. Go on. Feel sorry for yourself, because there is no one left to do that for you.
Everywhere. You failed. What's that?
Take it. If you're too much of a coward to fight, then end the suffering. Broken and lost. Just like your sword.
Come on. Dare.
Why go on when you give everything and face that which torments you, only to find that it is worse than you could have imagined? Why go on? Is it really so weak to ask this? Or are we just so afraid of the honest answer that we do not dare pose the question? Sometimes the answer lies in a memory, a feeling, a song.
It's not real. It's a trick. It's not real. It is real. Listen to it. She
Don't give up.
Did it. It's
Not like this.
it can't. It's not real. It is real. It's a trick. Don't trust it. Maybe you're already dead.
Who are you?
Do you still believe in yourself?
No, it's not. It's a trick. She knows it's him. It's a trick. He's already dead. He can't be here. It's impossible.
Come to me. Please.
The light. Go towards the light. It's him. There he is. It can't be him. was to trick you. Wait. Where are you going? See, there's nothing to follow. Come on.
Before she first met him, she was not in a good place. Just a teenager, but not like the others. Barely functioning, she rarely left the house. Her father Zinbal made sure of that. Only occasionally did she venture out on her own, collecting firewood and herbs. Errands out in the Orkney Plains. That was her world. Like this one. Barren and lonely.
Nothing lives here, not even you. It's in your mind. You think you can see it, but it's in your mind.
There he was. The lone figure of a boy.
He's there, under the tree.
Saw play under the shade of a tree. She remembers the first time she saw him. To her young eyes, he moved as if dancing. And the world danced with him.
He's there, under the tree.
The gloom lifted. For the first time in years, she felt a ray of hope.
The Northmen tell of a great hero. His name is Sigmund. His father's hall was built around a great tree, and one day, Odin comes and thrusts a sword into the tree, a gift to whomever can release it. Many try. Death for Sigmund and his brothers seems certain. But the king's wife is Sigmund's sister, and she begs for mercy and implores the king to chain them up instead. He agrees. Not for mercy, though, but because he plans an even more cruel and lingering death. Chained to a tree in the forest that night, a she-wolf comes and devours one of Sigmund's brothers. She returns, ravenous, night after night.
day. Watching from afar, she mimicked him, perfecting her own secret dance, wishing those fleeting moments of light would stretch out to last forever.
It's a trick. It's an illusion. It's not real.
You want to believe it's real, but it's a trick.
You're deluded.
Where are you going?
Where is she going?
What is she following?
You can't even fight. It's just deception.
How does he so effortlessly court the world and bliss? If only she could do the same. See the world through eyes anew and dance with it, just like he does.
What's your name?
Senua.
I haven't seen you before.
I don't leave home much.
Oh, Zeno's daughter.
I have to go.
Wait. Who taught you to fight like that?
No one.
No one.
Well, I watched you, and
You learnt all of that from watching me? You should become a warrior, you know.
me?
I'm Dilly. I'm here for the warrior trials. Just come and watch. And bring your sword.
You can't put it into words. That moment when you look into the eyes of the one who's supposed to reassure you, make you feel safe. It only takes an instant. Fear swallows you before you have a chance to make sense of it. And darkness becomes a part of who you are.
You killed him.
But her world changed the day the Northmen took him from her. Senua knows that there's no going back to how things were. That there's nothing to go back to at all.
Stay still, stay quiet, hide, don't tell her.
Their gods can see into your mind. They will use this power to destroy you.
They won't stop me. I can still feel him.
Whatever's left of him, they will never let him go.
I'm not gonna let him rot here.
You're the one rotting here.
Leave me alone.
You will die here.
No.
And all your suffering will have been for nothing.
Shut up! Dillion? Is that you? I'll find you, my love. I promise.
Can you see him? You want to believe it. Is he not real? Is he there?
You're alone in these mountains.
Is that Dillion?
Nothing lives here.
You won't survive.
You met him by the tree.
She met him by the tree.
Maybe it's a sign, the tree.
What's he trying to tell you?
He's waiting for you by the tree.
As the she-wolf licks the sweet honey from Sigmund's face, he bites the wolf's tongue. The she-wolf pulls away, but Sigmund holds on. The chains break, and he is free. After his escape, Sigmund lives like us, hidden in the forest. his enemy, King Siggeir, believing him dead, as his sister. Sigmund's sister trades shapes with a sorceress, and in disguise, she lies with her own brother. She gives birth to a son named Sinfjotli. After a time, she sends him. Siggeir has them buried alive.
Take it. A sword. Take it. Dillion left it for you. Take it. Take it. Take it. Take it. It's a trick. It's a trick. It's ending. It's coming from there and there. Oh, what are they? Look. Where's it coming from? She started something. Oh.
What's happening?
Senua, imagine a sword that can slay gods. Its name is Gramr. It was forged by the god of all Northmen, Odin, and gifted to Sigmund, a great warrior.
I need this sword. It's important. Can you help me?
The sword appears whole, but it is an illusion. It shattered into shards long ago. It is said a great warrior can reforge Gramr by answering the trials of Odin, one for each shard. The roots of the Tree of Death will take you to new lands, where you will face the trials.
Go to the shard. What's the shard? Find it.
It's the metal runestones.
It's in front of you.
Find it.
The metal, the runes.
You need that sword.
Go to the shard.
Where is it?
Find it. There it is.
Focus.
There's the shard. Focus.
Focus.
Use your eyes. Look.
Get closer.
A king in the north forced the dwarves to make a sword that would never fail and never rust, and that would slice through iron and stone and bring victory to its bearer. But the angry dwarves cursed it. It would be the death of a man every time it was drawn, and it would be the death of the king. Let me tell you about the sword Tyrving.
I don't recognize this place.
Where are we?
Where is she?
It feels wrong.
Where are we now? Burial mound. So strange that we go to such lengths to bury death. Something so very ordinary, inevitable. It's as if we conspire to hide death, because we have no answer for it. But when it comes and forces itself onto our friends or loved ones, then comes the reckoning.
I can feel the dead in the air. You can feel the dead. Why do this?
Turn back.
Why would he bring her here?
It's not safe here.
Why would he do something so dangerous?
It can't be Dillion. He would never bring you here.
Dillion would never do that.
He would never risk her life.
He cares about her too much. He loves her.
Don't go in there.
Go in. You have to go in.
Take the torch.
It's too dark. Take it. This will help you.
Careful.
You have to be able to see.
Who's there? Dillion, I'm here. I'm here for the trials. Like when we first met, remember? I'll find him.
What's that? Did you hear that? Nothing. Was that voices?
Is that his voice or the voice of the dead?
Not Dillion.
Dillian's calling to you. Can you hear him?
Where is he?
He sounds like he's getting further away.
Have you lost him?
You're going the wrong way.
Are you lost, and have you lost him?
Where are you? Turn left.
Turn right.
Over this way.
What was that?
This way. Follow this way.
Nothing.
Where are we? There he is.
There he is. Dillian.
There he is.
Finally.
Found him. What's wrong? What happened? Can you hear me?
How did you let him go?
Let
Just wait there. I'll find you.
How dared you?
You have to find him.
This is your mission. Find him.
You have to use everything you have and find him. Get him back.
He was just there. How could you lose him? How could you lose
How
him?
could you?
Find him.
Senua, you remind me of a story that the Northmen tell about a young woman warrior. Her name is Herver, the daughter of a berserker born after he was killed. She's a wild, willful child who teaches herself to fight with weapons. When she learns where her father is buried, her only desire is to reclaim the treasure buried with him, but above all, the sword,
She has to
Tyrfing.
It's not safe here.
She has to keep going.
If you go down there, no one can save you.
It's too scary.
Find another way. It's not working.
You have to use your mind. Where can you go?
You're failing. Find another way.
Think. Focus. Use your mind.
Where's he gone? He's disappeared. You let him slip through your fingers once again.
Think clearly. You have to find another way. There
another
has to
way.
be another way.
I can hear him.
Herver disguises herself as a man to join a band of warriors, and soon becomes their leader. When they come to the island where her father is buried, her men do not want to go ashore. They say that evil haunts the island, and that it is a worse place by day than other places are by night. Fearless, she lands alone. There are many grave mounds, and all of them have ghostly flames burning over them. She comes to the grave mound of her father after passing through these ghostly fires, as though they were mist. The flames I passed through were real enough. It's down the Northland to hell.
I told you it was a trick.
That voice doesn't sound like Dillian.
What's happening?
Quiet.
It's not him.
He wants me to find him. I'm lost without him.
That's not Dillian.
That doesn't sound like Dillian.
It sounds like something more dangerous.
That voice. It's not Dillian.
Where are we?
She has no idea.
We're going round in circles.
You have fallen in.
You think that sound is Dillian's voice?
Looks the same. Something's different.
Look for clues.
What is it?
What's different?
There's a clue. Look. Let her think. No. No, don't let her think.
Space. She just
no,
needs.
no, no. She doesn't
Think. Don't listen to them.
Just us. She needs us to help her think.
Forever.
What are you going to do when the torch runs out?
And wander around until it gets dark, and then what will you do?
You save yourself.
There's nothing will come to claim you again.
Nothing you can do. Nothing.
Within the burial mound, Herver calls on her father to wake from death and bring her his sword. She says that it is not seemly for the dead in their grave mounds to bear valuable weapons. Her father answers with words of warning. You go to your doom. Baleful runes surround you. You have gone mad. You have lost your mind. Your thoughts are confused. It is dangerous to wake the dead. Like I said, she reminds me of you. Within the burial mound, Herver calls on her father to wake from death and bring her his sword. She says that it is not seemly for the dead in their grave mounds to bear valuable weapons. Her father answers with words of warning. You go to your doom. Baleful runes surround you. You have gone mad. You have lost your mind. Your thoughts are confused. It is dangerous to wake the dead. Like I said, she reminds me of you. Within the burial mound, Herver calls on her father to wake from death and bring her his sword. She says that it is not seemly for the dead in their grave mounds to bear valuable weapons. Her father answers with words of warning. You go to your doom. Baleful runes surround you. You have gone mad. You have lost your mind. Your thoughts are confused. It is dangerous to wake the dead. Like I said, she reminds me of you.
金宝刚有摕一个那个一个礼盒，隔壁迄个四级公园啊，他没有。奇怪，啊伊摕互阿姨，无摕互，无摕互咱哦。
Find him.
我不知道啊，阿姨讲的啊。伊讲摕阿姨因爱的礼盒面顶，他又放一个红包袋啊。就是那一天啊，我去甲三职工那个念香啊。哦，没拿哦，他没拿给你了哦，没拿给你，那就因为阿姨在问我了，我说我没有嘞，我不知道嘞。他问我们有没有拿，我说没有啊。职工有摕哦，金宝有摕哦，阿姨因啦但是阿姨那一天没有去啊，我不知道啦，是不是金宝还没拿给我们还是什么？不知道，反正有他会拿给我们的，你也不用问了啊。啊，你这几天你哪会拢无打电话
？Herver calls on her father to wake from death and bring her his sword. She
said
it is not seemly for the dead in their grave mounds to bear valuable weapons. Her father.
你都没打电话回来，你是咧无用啥啦？
Go to your doom. Baleful runes surround you. You have gone.
较细声咧啦，
我这细声。
我都是超过我的声音。
Dangerous to wake the.
啊，你这几天你敢有加班？
She reminds me of you.
啊，你星期六你有要看老虎城无？有哦，啊你无问俊强他回高雄咧，伊讲叫你去遐要去找啥？俊强因爸爸去住院，伊等去高雄咧。无啊，俊强伊甲你讲，你去遐要找啥？他有没有跟你讲？哈？你敢知因同事伫倒？安尼哦，你车你有地停咯？哦，停地下室哦，伊会搁互你一个，可能免停车费啦，哈。好啦，伊甲我讲叫你搁邀请别人，你敢有搁邀请别人无吧？你邀请啥？你邀请恁有抓的朋友你该在意哦。你叫恁有抓的朋友直接到老虎城遐等你安尼哦。俊强讲买2张票你安尼啊。哦，那会较好。好啦，夜饭食了未？早就食了哈。走，我9月6号回去啦，阿姨回去啊。阿姨回去啊，好啦，你食饱未？好啦。然后我叫伊讲去约阿约伊嘛，伊去约因有专的朋友。
It's the darkness. It's speaking through
No,
you.
Dad, it's me. I think I can beat it in my own way.
这死啦
See the darkness.
好啦，
Boy, no.
He said he could help me.
It's a trick.
He said I could be normal.
Normal?
Yes.
No boy is going to save you. No one can. When they see the rot growing inside you,
No.
they will turn their back on you. The gods can only fix you through my hand. You're going nowhere.
No.
You will not defy the gods! Come, child, take my hand. Come. Senua.
I am leaving!
You cannot escape the darkness. Your curse will make everyone suffer. You will have blood on your hands!
It's done. You did it, but there's more. There's more. You're tired, but you have to keep going. There's still more. There's always more to do. It's not going to be easy. Can you do another one? It's too much. Have you got the energy? She hasn't got the energy. No. Too much to do.
I want to tell you a story about a god of the Northmen called Balder. The second son of Odin. He was beautiful, good, and wise. He was fair of feature, he spoke fair words, he gave fair judgments. Light shone from him. Only good things were told of him. Yet he was the first of the gods to die.
It's fixed. What? The bridge is fixed. Let's cross it.
The Northmen tell this story about the death of Balder. It begins with dark dreams. Night after night, Balder dreams of his own death, and the gods fear for his life. So Balder's mother makes everything in the world.
Open the gate. She can't. Open the gate. It's locked. Try harder. She can't. The gate. She can't. She can't. She will. She'll find a way. She wants to find a way. Go through it. It's dangerous. Follow it. What's behind the gate? Where will it take you? It's safe. Dillian. There he is. What are you waiting for? Quick, find a way. Find him. Where is he? Where's he gone? We're in the wrong world. He's not here. She's in the wrong world. He's not in this world. He's in the other one. He's in the other one. He's in the dark world. The dark.
The world won't seem so simple. black and white, darkness and light, narrow dividing lines of our own making. Dillian taught her to see further, to peek through the cracks and see the worlds of colour stretching away from the gloom. And Senua explored new paths into the unknown.
Shapes himself into a woman and asks Baldur's mother, is it really true that all things promise to keep him safe? I did not ask the mistletoe, Baldur's mother confesses. I thought it was too young.
Not in this world.
Oh dear.
Not in this world. You can't.
Do you think she remembers him?
He saw that she was strong. Do you remember what love feels like? Do you remember the way he looked?
The gods feast and rejoice and amuse themselves by throwing spears and stones at Baldur, striking at him with sword and axe. But he comes to no harm, whatever they do. The gods never cease to wonder at this great marvel. But Loki shapes himself into a woman and asks Baldur's mother, is it really true that all things promise to keep him safe?
Saved her.
I did not ask the mistletoe, Baldur's mother confesses.
Everything to him.
I thought it was too young.
Remember Dillian? Do you remember? Do you remember the sound of his voice? He was the only one she could trust. Could she trust him?
Do you remember the way he looked?
Dillian saved you.
Dillian cared for her like no one else has.
Dillian's the only reason she's still alive. Do you remember the way he stroked your hair?
Do you remember the way he felt?
6 of his men drowned. The like.
No!
It gave
Mean anything? Does it feel warm? Do you feel safe?
Dillian loves you.
He's put next to her.
That of Sinbad.
At Bal
Patterns. Shaped.
cannot accept.
Didn't believe in the curse. Dillian believed in you.
Why didn't we listen to him?
His love has tortured you and it tortures me. Remember him whispering in your ear.
Up there. How do you get up there? There's a way. There is a way up there.
Cursed.
She can do it. You're nearly there. She find the way.
and goes to the gods as they throw things at Balder. The blind god, Huth, was there. Loki asks him why he wasn't taking part. Huth says, I cannot see where Balder stands, and even if I could see him, I have no weapon. Loki replies, here is a wand, I will tell you where he stands. And Huth throws the mistletoe at Balder. It pierces through him, and to everyone's horror, Balder is killed.
You have no chance. Ever again. You broke him.
The Northmen tell how the gods mourned Balder. His body.
Too many times. Where is he? We're in the wrong one.
Dividing lines up.
At all. But look, I did not ask. I thought it.
You broke him. You killed him. You couldn't see the darkness within you.
Sword and axe. But he comes to no harm.
Do you remember what it was to touch it? Senua, you've got it. Why isn't he here? He's gone. He's in the dark world. He's gone to the dark world. You're in the wrong world. He's in the other world. The dark world. Without you. Do you know? Was it worth it? You're still alive and Dillian's dead. It doesn't deserve to be dead. How does that make you feel? There he is. Where are you taking He's up there. He's up there. How do you get up there? There's a way. What happens to the things? There is a way up there. Find the way. She can do it. You're nearly there. She can find the way.
Huth was there. Loki asks him why he wasn't taking part. Huth says, I cannot see where Balder stands, and even if I could see him, I have no weapon. Loki replies, here is a wand.
Killed him with your
I will
love
tell
because
you
he
where he
believed in you.
stands. and Huth throws the mistletoe at Balder. It pierces through him, and to everyone's horror, Balder is killed. And for this, Huth is slain.
He led you astray.
You should have listened to your father when you had the chance.
Why didn't you listen to him?
This love has tortured you, and it